week 3, and it looks like it's just starting to rain. Filling up the tote. Wasn't empty, but just trying to do it while I've got time. I added 3 sheets of plastic for the door. Swung open, there's the screen. It was just raining and getting a little chilly. So I figured I will just do a quick staple job. So basically it's 3 pieces of scrap and it almost covers it. It's kind of like a walk-in cooler, right? They got the plastic in there. So and we'll go backwards. So finished plumbing the other side. I put some dirt in there and straightened that out. Put a plastic lid to try to spread the weight out. But anyways, so it's all plumbed and ready to go. Because we've had so much rain. This was actually floating, and that's a 27-gallon tote, and it was floating full. So I bought a little push-pull pump. It's kind of a pain. It takes about 10 minutes. I might have to figure something else out if it keeps raining like it does. These are what's left of the plants that I was seeding. I just emptied it out. I still have to fill it up with some nutrient. But here is the cucumber. If you go back and look, granted this is, I'm sorry, did I say week 3? This is end of week 2, so we'll call it week 3. It's the start of week 3, but it's been 2 weeks. Now, this is week 2. Because we had the first one, I guess I need to go back and rename them. So this is end of week 2. If you go back and look, this was not much bigger than that 2 weeks ago. So that is the cucumber from the store. Yes, it is about 2 feet tall. I haven't trimmed it yet. You can start hearing the rain sprinkling a little bit, but I've got it strung up. I've got 3 strings, there's 3 plants. I'm waiting for some cucumbers to pop out so I can prune it, but I don't know what is what yet. This is the cucumber I started from seed, so it's about I don't know, we'll call it 3-4 weeks behind. But I just got that planted in today. Here's my runty fajita pepper that I did from seed. We'll see if it actually grows. I think they were kind of stunted in that seed tray. The next 2 are what they call Abe Lincolns. I'm not sure how well they're going to grow, but I put 2 of them in. I mean, I grew 4 seeds each. They all actually sprouted. But anyway, so these are Abe Lincoln tomatoes, medium size. This is a black Krim heirloom. Again, they're all kind of runty for being as old as they are, but we'll see. I mean, they're getting nutrient now and they're in the greenhouse. So I've got space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buckets, unless I squeeze them in a little tighter. This is the Juliet grape tomato. If you look at last week's, it's a little bigger. You may say not as bushy or bushier. It just depends how you want to look at it, because I am trimming them actively. And we got a few more flowers showing up here. You know, they should have pollinated, but you know, hey, look, there's proof. Doing a pretty good job of trimming them and getting the suckers off. So this whole row is full. This one is starting to come out, and I'm waiting to trim more of the leaves until the plant gets a little bigger. But this is Thai chili. Still need to top it, so basically you cut the top so it grows a little wider, and there's a whole bunch of leaves all the way down the stem. I haven't got in there to do it. This one's a bitter melon. It's a gourd. Ish, not really a gourd. I guess technically it's a melon, but it looks all bumpy. It's really bitter, funky. I don't eat much of it. It's been a couple of years actually, but I figure what the heck, let me see if it grows or not. They are leaking a touch, even though I replaced the rubber washers. Just not a 100% tight fit, but whatever, it'll be fine. This is the red pear. I was able to trim this one a little bit better, just how the leaves were growing. But getting here on the top, you can see we've got some buds coming out. So tried to trim these, not quite so much, but try to, not feed the big giant leaves. This is the jalapeno I bought from the store. Needs a little trimming. Oh look, there's one actually popping out. So this is the chocolate sprinkle. This is one of the girls at work, I think I mentioned in the first video, give them. So, I mean, that one's popping out. So that's looking pretty good. And there's a few, looks like right there at the top. And these bigger leaves, you can kind of tell once you look at tomato plants, the branches that are not gonna sprout. So again, trying to trim those. Green peppers again, they're actually, believe it or not, they're sprouting flowers already. I mean, there's little baby peppers hiding in there behind those leaves. These are last year's plants. It's crazy. So this is the big Bertha. Look in here, there's a couple dozen. I don't know how well this is gonna do. I may have to trim it back, which is kind of sad, but in order to get stuff, I'm gonna have to trim it. But again, I was trying to get the rest of the greenhouse going. And this is the jalapeno from last year. And if you look, yes, it is a little baby jalapeno already. It's only been 2 weeks. So yeah. So anyways, a little bigger update than I wanted. Everything is up and running, so I'm just waiting. I've got a couple seeds in the kitchen actually sprouting, so those are a couple weeks behind. I'm about a month behind for where I want it to be. But it is what it is, so figure it's mid-May. Average plant is what, 70 to 90 days, so that puts me, let's say here, June, July, August, but I can go to September, October, or longer. So I've got 4 to 6 months of growing ability, and if it's not too cold, I can go, through quote-unquote California winter. So anyways, outside of trimming these lines so they're a little bit shorter and putting some mulch down, just a few buckets, and that's all we're missing. So we're gonna call it week 2. So